Hello, today is July 26, 2017, and our day started out with Donald Trump when he sent out this tweet. Senator Lisa Murkowski of the great state of Alaska really let the Republicans and our country down yesterday. Too bad. And naturally, he was referring to the health care bill that she voted against.
Congressman Ryan, this is Eddie Glaude. In the New York Times today, there's a wonderful editorial about the real civil war in the Democratic Party, that it's not really a conflict between those on the quote-unquote far left and those in the center, that it's really a difference or a divide between those who are invested in our current institutions and those who are deeply suspicious of those institutions. So folks who are really skeptical about democracy as such. What do you make of that distinction? Is that the real civil war in the Democratic Party, on your view?
Well, we have a lot of issues we're discussing. I think that is one of them. That a lot of people, especially I think when you get into the heartland, I think you get into the South, there are suspicions about the institutions and about the party. And this is when I talk about our brand isn't necessarily connecting in those areas. That's what I mean by that. It's that our people think that the Democrats haven't delivered for them over time. Now,
and the president has said, Mr. Scaramucci, also that he was very disappointed because he wasn't cracking down on leaks to press outlets regarding sensitive information. But now Fox News has learned that apparently the Attorney General is really close to announcing investigations into these intel leaks, right?
Yeah, I think he's got a plan that he's put together, and at some point, I don't know if it'll be today, tomorrow, or next week, he'll announce that plan. And listen, we have to crack down on leaks on a number of different fronts. There seems to be some holdovers, political holdovers from the Obama administration that are not helping. I'm certainly have the full responsibility here in the comms shop, which I do believe will get corrected shortly. And so, yes, I do think that the leaks are a problem. People are suggesting I'm going to try to get the leaks down to zero. That is absolutely impossible in Washington. I'm learning a little bit about this down. But what I do want to have happen is that people that report to me, if there are senior people inside the administration that are trying to get them to leak information on each other, we're getting that to stop right now, because that does not serve the president. It doesn't serve his agenda. It's an indictment on the institution of the presidency. It makes all of us look bad. And I think the president himself deserves better than that.
Was it great to be on the road again yesterday?
So great. I mean, you walk into that stadium and you see 20,000 people. I mean, the amount of people that were even lining the roads coming in, and they're all shouting, and they're all waving American flags, and they're having a great time. I went up on stage with my wife to announce him, and I mean, the place went crazy, and you feel that love, and you feel that passion, and I've been away from that for 6 months, right? I mean, I'm here in New York running the business, doing everything else, but it was so great to be there, and it was so uplifting to be there, especially when you watch the news every day and you just see the nonsense that's continuously spewed.
Well, and you could tell your dad was excited, but he'd had a good day because he was taking a victory lap because the Senate yesterday voted on that motion to proceed. Okay.
And here are his tweets. After consultation with my generals and military experts, please be advised that the United States government will not accept or allow transgender individuals to serve in any capacity in the U.S. military. Our military must be focused on decisive and overwhelming victory and cannot be burdened with the tremendous medical costs and disruptions that transgender in the military would entail. Thank you. As Democrats and the mainstream media continue to insist that the President's Voter Fraud Commission is a scheme to suppress votes, the head of elections in Broward County, Florida, is appearing in federal court in Miami as a defendant in a lawsuit where she will have to explain why Broward has more registered voters than citizens of voting age, a voter registration rate of 103%. And she may also have to try and explain why Broward County, which has the highest number of Democratic voters in the state, has thousands of people over the age of 100 on its roll, and some as old as 130.
So
I want to just tell, as you pour your whole heart into everything you do, really, you're doing it for your family, you're doing it for your country, but you're also doing it for yourselves. Because ultimately, you have to do it for yourself. It's better for your country. And your country wants you to succeed so much. But there's no country like the United States of America, and there's no country that can give you the kind of opportunity that we give you in the United States.